Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about the 14th chapter of 10th class social studies. And in that chapter, one topic, rise of Nazism in Germany. So the word Nazism, it brings the face of a single person, that is none other than Hitler. So Hitler, he was the main reason for the Second World War. So in this particular topic, we will discuss the Germany after the First World War and the rise of Nazism or the rise of Hitler as a dictator for Germany, and how his policies and actions and how his programs made the entire world to witness another world war, which was more dreaded and more catastrophic than the First World War. That is what we are going to discuss in this particular topic of rise of Nazism in Germany. Okay, so after the First World War, as we know, the Treaty of Versailles that ended the First World War, it has brought a lot of economic misery on Germany. So in order to come up of this economic slowdown, German government had taken one of the stupid decisions of minting money or making money or printing currencies. And whenever the government felt that they need the money, they started printing currency. And that has created a kind of inflation, too much money. Everyone has got a lot of money. And it says that the Germans wanted to carry heavy bag of currencies on their back in order to buy simple items from the market. And in order to tide over the situation of economic slowdown and the inflation created by wrong economic policies of the German government, USA tried to help them. But even USA could not continue their help as a result of Great Depression that happened in 1929 from America. So Germany became one of the worst hit nations under the Great Depression, because already the inflationary situation is present in Germany and America was not in a position to help them economically. So Germany started to feel the heat of this economic slowdown or Great Depression. And the industrial production of Germany, a small idea about the economic situation of Germany at that time, the industrial production of Germany has been reduced to around 40%. All of a sudden, within a small period of a couple of months, the unemployment has rose to around 6 million. 6 million unemployed youth. They were on the streets of Germany. And the salaries were reduced. Even those who are able to retain their job, their salary was reduced. The situation that what we are facing at present as a result of this lockdown due to COVID-19 virus, the salaries got reduced. Only the people, those who are in organized sector, they felt that they are safe. But the problem is that even then the business was in crisis. So the people and their bargaining power has been reduced. And the historians, they are saying that during that period of time, in the streets of Germany, the people could watch the young men with a placard around their neck, willing to do any work. That was the situation. That was the worst situation in Germany as a result of this economic slowdown. Okay, and the entire people all around the Germans, they were waiting for someone or some authority or some system to come up to take them out of this situation. Here comes a man called Hitler, who was born in 1889 and who started his professional career as a soldier in German army, who fought for the Germans in the First World War. And for his bravery in the war front, he was awarded with the Iron Cross, a very coveted medal which was provided only for the best soldiers. And such a man, a soldier, Soldier means a person who is filled with patriotism, and he was deeply worried about the economic and social and political situation of Germany after the First World War. So he joined in a political party of National Socialist Party or Nazi Party. And when he became a member of that political party, there were very little members in that party. And it says that in 1928, only 2.6% of vote that was polled in favor of Nazi party. And in 1928, just 2.6, but by 1932, Nazi party became the single largest political party in German parliament, Reichstag, the German parliament, by securing around 37% of votes. And about Hitler, immediately after joining in the political party in 1923, he tried to capture the political power by organizing a military coup. But he was arrested and sent to jail. And in jail, he wrote a book, Mein Kampf, My Story. And through that book, the book was considered as the Bible of Nazi party or Nazism. And through that book, he just projected himself as a savior who was specially chosen and sent to Germans by the God in order to save their racial superiority. And he just imposed a kind of racism to the people. His policies were based on racism, and that racist ideology based on the Aryan superiority. He just made the people to believe that Aryans, they are born to rule the world. And all their activities will be successful only when the Aryan culture should be clean. And they found out that two group of people who were not that clean in their legacy. They are Jews and communists. So he just devised a program to eliminate them forever. So you see, once he became the Chancellor of Germany in 1933, immediately after he became the Chancellor, he passed a very famous act, Enabling Act. On 24th March 1933, his government passed an act called Enabling Act. And through the Enabling Act, he became the dictator of Germany. After he presented himself as the dictator of Germany, he started a cleaning up program. And that cleaning up means all the political opponents were executed. All the group of people or all the caste of people who were away from or who were not in the list of that Aryans, they were executed. See, a simple, an account is given. It is not that much clear because the known facts are smaller when compared to the unknown facts. So, as per the known facts, it says that around 6 crores Jews were killed during the period of Hitler. Around 20 lakh gypsies. Gypsies means, as we know, that the people, those who are moving from one place to another, that kind of people were killed, around 20 lakh. 1 crore Polish civilians. The people who were from Poland to Germany, around 1 crore. 70,000 Germans. That's important. You see, 70,000 Germans who were mentally and physically unfit. 70,000 Germans, the German people itself, they were killed. The crime for them is that they were not mentally and physically fit. And around 10,000 homosexuals, in plain words, the gays, they were killed in order to take up a program of cleaning the society, only the Aryan culture. And even the opposition was completely suppressed. Hitler and his Nazi party just suppressed the total opposition. Nobody was allowed to raise a word against the Nazi party and government. He was a great orator. the one who can infiltrate any ideas into the minds of the people through his very forceful and very powerful oratory skills. So within a short period of time, and it is very evident from 1928, from a position of just 2.6 percentage to 1932, 37 percentage of votes within a short period of 4 years. It has increased to around 34 percentage. The vote, the support of the people. And he just promised the people whatever the people wanted to hear from. As I said, that Germans were waiting for a person or a system to fight against all the miseries. And here he just filled that void, or he just filled in that blank. He projected himself as the right person to take German out of these situations. And he promised everything, the security to the people. He promised economic revival of Germans. He promised employment to the unemployed people. And he promised revenge to the Treaty of Versailles. Automatically, the people supported him. And he became the complete authority of Germany. And in order to bring back the economic situations, he appointed an economist called Hammer Sasche. Hammer Sasche became the economic head in order to bring back the economy of Germany. And he was able to bring back the economy of Germany through his two major programs of superhighways and people's car or Volkswagen. So through that two programs, he was able to bring back that German economy back on the track. And in order to control the people, his government established a lot of special forces. Gestapo was one among them. And these special police forces were given special rights, special powers to arrest and torture the people who were against the government and Nazism. That was the situation in Germany. And gradually they brought, the Nazi government has brought everything, economy, army, then the medias, judiciary, everything under their control. And in 1939, after he projected himself, or after he established himself as the undisputed leader of Germany, he started to revenge or started to undo the injustices of Treaty of Versailles. He demanded the handing over of Dancing Port. For that purpose, in 1939, he attacked Poland. And the rest is history. We know what happened. The Second World War. And in the beginning, they were able to register a lot of victories. Germany was registering victories after victories from 1939 to 1943. But from 1943 onwards, the trend started to reverse. In 1943, German forces were successfully blocked by the Russian military in Stalingrad. That was the beginning of downfall of German authority. And soon Germany got defeated and he committed suicide. And even after the end of Germany, one of their ally, Japan, they continued with the fight. But as we know, that a twin strike on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that ended the resistance of Japan, and with that the Second World War ended. And with the end of Second World War, the entire world got divided into two blocks, two power blocks. One headed by communist Russia and the other headed by capitalist America. So in order to get back into the economic revival policies, America started Marshall Plan. And in order to counter the Marshall Plan, the economic plan of America, Russians brought out their Molotov Plan. So thereafter, another age or another stage of war started. That is what is called the Cold War. Then we will see in the next lesson. Okay, so like that it happens to be in such a way that it was going on. And after the end of the Nazism, or after the end of Hitler, even the Germany got divided into two as Federal Republic of Germany, FRG, Federal Republic of Germany, which was under the influence of capitalist America. And another section or another separation was GDR, German Democratic Republic, which was under the influence of Russia. So that's all about the rise of Nazism in Germany. A man who just started his career as a soldier in the German army became the member of a political party, and he captured the political power, became the chancellor, and established himself as the dictator, and he revives the spirit of the people, taken up a policy of racial cleansing by removing all the unproductive people what he thought like, and establishing Germany as a power to reckon with, and becoming a reason for the Second World War. So that's all about the rise of Nazism in Germany. Thank you.